your employees work for you or do you work for them? Are you a business owner or have you become an employee services manager? Hi, I'm Vinit Dixit and I'm a business consultant. I have worked with many business heads and business owners, help them in their business growth and scale up activities. The topic of today's video is effective management of employees' productivity. As a business head or as a business owner, you recruit employees with two objectives in mind. First is your employees and team members will generate revenues and profits for your organization. Second, that your employees handle day-to-day activities of your business and you as a business owner or a business head can focus on other core aspects of your business. But the worst is you realize that your problems have multiplied immediately after your employees have joined you, rather than getting any easier. Whether your employees make money for you or not, whether they handle their day-to-day operations in an effective way or not, one thing is for sure. You have liabilities and expenses, their salaries to take care of, and you become their money-making resource rather than they earning for you. Before moving forward, please subscribe to my channel if the subjects of business growth and management are of your interest, and your subscription will help me motivate myself to keep making such content in future as well, and you will keep receiving these videos on a regular basis. Let's get back to our topic once again. After studying thousands of such business situations with hundreds of business organizations, big or small, I have concluded that the person responsible for such situation is you, the business owner or the business head. And the person who can solve or resolve these issues is you. The question is, why does these problems arise in the first place? And the root cause of all these problems is 1. You have not told your employees what has to be done, which is the job description. 2. How it has to be done, SOPs, standard operating process. 3. The timelines, when it has to be done, the turnaround time. 4. You have not decided, frozen and agreed with your employee on their key result areas. And in absence of these policies and processes, what happens is your team is itself unsure as to what has to be done, why it has to be done, what is it that is expected of for the delivery. Your salesperson will come back to you, sir, client phone nahi utha raha hai. Your HR guy will come back to you, sir, incentive kaise calculate karna hai. Your operations guy will time and again come back to you, sir, business kaise process karna hai. And all these questions, they keep knocking on your door and you say, yes sir, I am coming, yes sir, I am helping, yes sir, I am coming, and you become more of an employee service manager. Can you relate with these problems? If yes, what is the solution? Let us get on with it. The resolution of this issue will require a lot of diligence from your end. Of course, you will involve your team as well. You will talk to them, you will have a discussion with them. My advice is, have paper and pen with you. Think of all the scenarios which you have been through. Discuss with your team members. Jot down at least 10 questions that each team member from each department asks you. After you have done that, you will notice that about 80% of questions are repetitive. Out of these 10 from each, 2 would be the strategic questions, where your involvement is definitely required and it should be required. After these questions have been made with your individual team members, department-wise, have a discussion with your team members. Try and understand why these questions arise time and again. Lack of clarity, the communication gap between the teams, between you and the teams, and among the team members. The confusion as to who has to do what, where his timeline ends, where the other person's timeline begins, where one person's job role ends, and where the job role of other person starts, and so on and so forth. Once you've got a clear hang of the entire situation about the communication, clarity and confusion, jot it down on the paper and start working on creating SOPs, policies, processes on paper. Agree with your team members, and once this agreement has been made and everything is agreed upon, create a standard operating process which has to be a public document within your organization, so your people are very clear. You and they will be on the same page of understanding. And after all this due diligence by you and your team members, all the policy documents must be ready and frozen. The HR policy, the operations policy, the sales policy. And wait, your job is not over as of now. After all this is done, you need to get to the training room. Get your teams to understand each point in the policy documents. Train them, mentor them, time and again, review the policy documents and your team's performance against it. Do course corrections and tweak around whatever you think is necessary. If you can think of any other questions, please to write them in the comment section and I will personally answer them. Keep learning, keep growing.